What is everybody? It's Brother Sin coming back at you. We've got a great episode today. Well, I'm assuming it's a great episode. This is one that Joel did on his own. And to be honest, I haven't had a chance to listen to it. So we're just going to go with the assumption that it is a brilliantly constructed piece of audio mastery. I would love to sit down and chat with you guys myself, feed you a little wisdom, give you something to shove between your ears, but I am crazy busy this week. I know I told you guys a few months back how I absolutely hated moving. I hate it so much that I decided to up and buy a new office building and move my business. So I'm in the throngs of that hell this week. And I've got a major marketing event this evening, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. So I'm just a muck in the chaos that is my life as a business owner. So I apologize, you're not going to get a lot from me today. However, I did want to let you know this episode is brought to you by the Dolce Diet and 3 weeks to shred. It's finally summer. We had our solstice. We had our longest day of the year. It's summer. It's time to get those summer bodies. It's time to be calm, confident, and comfortable in our skin. Go out there, take our shirts off, be at the pool, and enjoy ourselves. The Dolce Diet 3 weeks to shred is the best, most effective way to do that. Now, as you all know from prior shows and prior discussions, I am a certified Dolce Diet coach. And if you go to the dolcediet.com, sign up for 3 weeks to shred, sign up for the longer 8-week Living Lean program, which is a little less intense than the 3 week to shed, more built for long-term use, long-term maintenance, and you use the code CERNIER10, you will save 10% off of either diet plan or both. Get them both. Set yourself up on 12 weeks, rock through the summer, and get the body that you want. Get healthy, increase your lifelong longevity, because really that's what it's all about. It's not just about looks, it's not just about how we feel, but it's about making ourselves healthy for the long haul, about sticking around for as long as possible. So the dolcediet.com, get their 3 weeks to shred, get the Living Lean program, or get both of them. Use the code CERNIER10, save yourself 10% off just for our listeners. So quickly, what is the Dolce Diet in 3 weeks to shred? 3 weeks to shred is the ultimate online diet plan designed to burn fat and transform your body in only 3 weeks. Get the body you desire with daily meal plans, workout videos, motivational coaching advice, all from Mr. Mike Dolce, the #1 nutritional expert in mixed martial arts and combat sports. You get a daily customized menu plan. You get daily workout video tutorials. You get analysis and motivation from Mike. And what it does is it's based off a very customized program that provides you with a very customized diet with meals, serving sizes, everything completely tailored to your body size, who you are, what your goals are, and what you're trying to accomplish. It gives you the meal plan, the exact preparation instructions, the exact time of day to eat them, and it gives you the nice shopping list at the end. It tells you exactly how much of which items you're going to need throughout that week. I cannot recommend it enough. Again, I am a certified Dolce coach, but beyond that, I started out using it before I decided to get myself certified because I liked it so much. But I go back to it about every quarter. I'll run a 3 weeks to shred program on myself just to stay lean, get cut up, and I love it. It's sustainable, and the best part about it is it's so easy. It's not a complicated diet. You're not figuring out points. You're not figuring out cards, what to get from this column, what to eat from this column. You're not worrying about your bullshit if it fits in your macros. That's all crap. You get a concise, clear shopping list of exactly what to buy. The menu tells you when to eat them, and it's simple. It's simple and it's good. You can prep all your meals for the week on a Sunday evening, and it's brainless throughout the rest of the week. You wake up, you pop in the breakfast, you make it 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you're done. Same thing with lunch, same thing with dinner. It's so easy. It's so sustainable. And this is a program that will get you healthy for the long haul. So once again, check it out at The Dolce, the DOLCE diet.com. Use the Cernier 10 as your code at checkout for either the 3 weeks to shred or living lean or both programs, and save yourself 10% off. So check it out, folks. And without further ado, here is the Godfather to brighten your day.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of 8192 The Truth. Man, podcasting's hard. Podcasting's hard. I've been trying to get one out for a couple days. Had one out the other day. Didn't like the way it sounded. I normally don't go back and listen to them. But, boy, I tell you, it's like anything. Practice to get a point across. So we're going to talk about a couple things today at The Truth, 8192 The Truth. We're going to try to get to the truth about some subjects. First subject, let's talk about disappointment. Let's talk about 5 steps forward and 6 steps back, and the depression and conflict that arise from that. It's been my life. If Joel's in shape, Joel's succeeding. If Joel is healthy, Joel is succeeding. If he's not healthy, if he's not in shape, it's a crapshoot. It is a crapshoot. I don't talk in third person that often, but let's go ahead and have some fun with it. But it's the truth, man. If I'm in shape, I'm strong in a lot of different ways. I have to accept, man, I'm back down at the bottom of the mountain, and I've got to climb this mountain, and I've climbed this mountain so many times. And every time I get to the top, I slowly fall back down. I fall a little bit, and that mountain for me is weight. Now, we can say everything in the world about getting in shape and, hey, I'm older and this, that, and the other. But no, man, being fit is being fit. Being overweight is being overweight. And for me, at 51 years old, I need to be under 210 pounds. I just do. I have skinny legs, huge shoulders, and when I gain all this weight back, it goes right to my gut. So you get a big shirt, you get skinny legs, you get a big neck, you look like Shrek, and you can hide it a little bit. But you can't hide it from yourself. And falling down the hill is the hardest part. And when you're going down it. And this could be anything. This could be anything. One of the reasons you guys love me or you listen to me is because I'm real. Well, anything, you can use this metaphor for anything, whether it's, you're struggling with alcohol or you're struggling with drugs, pain pills, anger, whatever it is. It's the same hill. When you're starting off, you're at the bottom. When you've fixed everything, you're at the top. But man, one day in, one day out. So anyway, one of the things that I've been struggling with is just getting going. Now, Lad is on, my son Lad, 99% of you guys know who he is. He's on a really, really good strength and conditioning program this summer. He is lifting weights, and I'm lifting with him too. He's lifting weights Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, doing full body on those days. 10, 8, 6, 4 are his reps on Monday and Friday, and on Wednesday, 3 sets of 12, 3 sets of 15. Exact same training program I did 25, 30, 40 years ago, and it works every time. It's a strength program. You're going to get better every time. And then he's wrestling 4 days a week. He's doing cardio 3 days a week, and he is doing sprints 3 days a week. So he's got a full program, and we've got it on the big board, and he's knocking things off, and I'm so proud of him. And my big board, I got the same big board, and there's 2 days on it, and then there's 3 days on it, and then there's these gaps. There's these gaps that put me back to day one, and then today is one of those gaps. Today I'm back to peg number one. On Friday, I expect my weight to still be down, but I'm so big. All I have to do is have 3 good days, and that's fine because all I need is a little bit of rhythm. But one of the things that I've always operated on is I want to say pain. I want to say I operate real well on pain. A year ago, I went to Kansas, had some really big disappointment back here. Went to Kansas, had a chip on my shoulder, and I murdered it. Had a great summer. I made a bunch of money, got in tremendous shape, and then I changed what my objective was. Had Ladd with me all summer, worked out all summer, started the podcast, was in a fantastic position, and should have just came back home. Instead, I stayed there 4 extra months, didn't really leave with that much momentum, and then when I got back here, slowly fell the rest of the way down the hill. The reason I should have came back is I should have never left Ladd. Yeah, I sent Miss H a bunch of money, and me and him still did trips, and I saw him, and blah blah blah, and all this. I should have never left him. I should have never left him, and I did, and so to be back. Actually, I'm behind I'm quite a bit behind where I was exactly a year ago. Man, that's hard to get traction. That's hard to get traction. And it's hard. All of the things that should motivate me. One of my best friends is struggling for regaining his memory. He's made a heroic recovery from a motorcycle accident that was just 32 days ago. Man, that should motivate me. Ladd doing everything he's doing. Man, that should motivate me. Those things, as I get older, are harder to find. They're harder to find, man. Just getting through one day right now. And right now, man, I hate myself. Oh, God, do I hate myself. I hate looking at myself. I hate thinking about, I just hate myself. And that mentality isn't going to get me anywhere. It's not going to get me 24 hours in this thing. And that's another reason why this podcast, it's Tuesday, why I don't have another podcast out there is because I wasn't living right. I was eating like shit this weekend. So, couldn't feel good about talking about something no matter where I am if I don't at least feel good about where I'm at in some manner. And today's a new day and I got a shot. I'm clean shaven, going to my 150th job in the last 6 years. But that's okay. That's okay. I got an opportunity and I'm in the game. So anyway, long story short, for me, the only objective is to get through today. Is that an AA thing or this? It could be, whatever, but where I'm at right now, I need something. I need something to get me a day, and then I can get 2, and then I can get 3, and then I can have a week, and then I can start filling up my board like Ladd has his board up. So if you're like me and you don't feel good about yourself, man, let's get through a day. Let's get through a day, and then we'll do it over again tomorrow. So there's my rant on starting over and the disappointment of falling down the hill. Now let's talk about some things to entertain you for a little bit. The World Cup, the Soccer World Cup. the U.S. isn't even in the World Cup. So I've got people that listen to me all over the world. I respect that. You true soccer fans, I respect you. Good for you. For the people like me that are going out to root for France or Italy, I don't even know if either one of those teams are in it. I think they are. But because I'm half French and half Italian, and it's a World Cup, and we need an excuse to go to the bar and at 7 o'clock in the morning, that's all cool and everything. But let's call it what it is. We don't care about soccer. We do not care about soccer. For the ones of you that do care about soccer, good for you. I love baseball. Not everybody loves baseball. I love mixed martial arts. Not everybody loves mixed martial arts. I'm not passing judgment on you, but you know who I'm talking about, guys. You know who I'm talking about. If you're like me and you're at the water cooler talking about the World Cup and you don't give a fook about soccer, and the U.S. isn't even in the U.S. isn't even in the tournament. How can that be? How can we have, there's professional soccer in the United States is growing. We're a big, powerful country, and we can't have our team can't be in the World Cup. I think the World Cup's like, is it every 2 years or is it every 4 years? I don't even know. I know that when we won it with the girls, Brandy Chastain took off her shirt. Man, I was in. They did a great job of promoting the girls that time and the sweethearts, and it was great. But man, I don't remember cheering too much for the United States. They haven't been very good at the soccer thing. So let's just call it what it is, and let's be honest and say we don't give a fook about soccer. Moving on, let's go to the little dispute between. No, I talked about it last week. The little dispute with Joe Rogan, Chael Sonnen, and Brendan Schaub. Now, I think it's funny. I think it's funny when dudes respond to each other via their show. Now, with that being said, Chael did call Joe Rogan and try to talk to him. But, you know, he flipped out. He's upset over this Kobe Covington and the things that Joe said. And Brendan Schaub gets involved in it after Brendan. See, the thing the thing I need to hear from Chael, I need him to understand. I need him to go back. And it was him and Joe. They had a spat. Now, Brendan went out after Joe Rogan, after his master, and threw shade on him, and then he somehow brilliantly spun it to a battle between Rogan and Chael. I want Chael to respond on the avenue of, hey, I would follow Randy Couture into traffic. He said that. He said that in a press conference once when Randy Couture fought Mark Coleman, the co-main event. I believe it was Super Bowl weekend several years back, and Chael fought Nate Marquardt as the co-main event. And he said, hey, listen, that's my guy. I'd follow him into traffic. Love that line. Well, Randy is Chael's Joe Rogan. I mean, not in terms of you know, like Joe gave Brendan this huge opportunity to launch his own podcast and his own career with this amazingly huge audience. Nobody could fail with that. Nobody could fail. If I went on Joe Rogan's show for a week and was just me, I'd be bigger than sliced bread. I'd be bigger than sliced bread. Who's this guy? Oh, he's famous now. He's cool. Anyway, so I want Chael to respond to that, into that thing, and not get caught up on the business and all that, because I kind of do think that's kind of funny that he would get upset over something like that. But man, when he gets something stuck in his head, it takes him a while to rattle all that stuff out. So anyway, I don't have I don't have a lot more than that. I wanted to get something out today. Listen, Friday, big show, Friday. Guys, if you have something to say, if you have something to say to me, if you want some, my opinion on something, can't all be mixed martial arts. Kevin is going to bring 3 people on the show this Friday. And we're gonna have a chit chat. Ask me a question. We'll have a little back and forth. We're gonna have 3 of those. Get a hold of Kevin Surnear, SURNEAR at yahoo.com. Get your contact information. He's gonna get a hold of you. Where I'm going with this podcast, where this podcast is going, where Kevin and I are going to hopefully eventually take this podcast is where it's 100%. It's truly interactive. That you can call in every week at the same time and talk to me. Until we get there, we're probably going to check this out and see how that goes. So Friday, around what time is it? So I go over there at 8:45, so let's say 9:15. So 9:15 a.m. Pacific Coast time, you have an opportunity to get a hold of Kevin Surnear, come on the show and talk to me. Don't really have that much more. I've got one more thing I would like to say is, hey man, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Peace.